So you're looking at a beautiful 650,000 property. You do the math, a 600,000 loan at 4% over the 35 years is about 2,700 a month. You look at your bank account and think, yeah, I think 2,700 a month, I can totally afford that. Stop right there, because if you buy this property without checking one critical detail on the master title, you are about to get hit with an extra 900 ringgit every single month in hidden fees you completely forgot to calculate. By the time you collect your keys, that 2,700 budget is actually going to cost you 3,600 a month. Today we are breaking down the exact hidden cost of owning a 650,000 home in Malaysia and why the type of property you buy, specifically a pure residential title versus a commercial title under HDA, can completely break your bank account. Let's get into it. Let's look at the baseline math first. This is what the property agent prints out for you on that nice glossy brochure. The purchase price is 650,000, your loan amount is 600,000, interest rate is about 4% and tenure is about 35 years. It will come up to 2,664 ringgit, or we will round it to 2,700. But you don't just pay the bank to live in a high-rise, you have to pay to maintain the building. For a 650,000 condo, you're looking at roughly 1,000 square feet. At an average maintenance fee plus sinking fund of 35 cents per square feet, that is an immediate, non-negotiable 350 ringgit added to your monthly cost. So before we even talk about utilities, your real baseline is already 3,014 ringgit. Now, here is where people get absolutely trapped. When you buy a high-rise property in Malaysia, it's usually fall into one or two categories. It's either a pure residential title or it's a commercial title protected under the Housing Development Act or HDA. Think of those trendy service apartments built on top of shopping malls or retail lots. Developers love selling commercial HDA properties because they are convenient, but they carry a massive penalty in monthly bills. Let's look at that damage. Firstly, the electrical bills. Pure residential properties enjoy the standard domestic tariffs from TNB. Your first 200 kilowatts cost only 21.8 cents per unit. But if your property is on commercial title, you are charged the commercial rate. The base rate starts significantly higher, and if you leave the aircon running all night, your bill skyrockets. For exact same usage, a residential bill of 150 ringgit can easily become 250 to 300 commercial bill. That is an extra 150 ringgit a month gone. But of course, you have the opportunity to convert your tariffs in the commercial building. Next, the water bill. It gets worse with water. Pure residential water is subsidized. In Selangor and KL, the minimum charge is around 6 ringgit a month only. For a commercial title, the minimum charge leaps straight to 36 ringgit a month, and the rate per cubic meter is almost double. If you have family, expect your water bill to jump by at least 40 ringgit a month. Assessment bill and the quit rent. Twice a year, you have to pay assessment fee to the local council such as DBKL, MBPJ or MPSA, and quit rent to the land office. Pure residential is usually taxed about 4 to 5% of the estimated rental value, whereas for commercial title can be taxed at 10% or more, depending on the type of property. When you break down those annual by annual taxes into monthly expenses, a residential title costs you about 40 ringgit a month, whereas a commercial title can easily cost 120 ringgit a month. That's another 80 ringgit hidden monthly fee. Now let's add all of it up, and then you can actually see the difference between your thought that you are paying what a pure residential condo actually costs and the absolute reality of a commercial HDA property over here. So look at the final numbers. For a commercial property, you are paying almost 900 ringgit more every single month than the base installment you initially budgeted for. That's almost 900 ringgit floating out of your pocket for the next 35 years. So before you sign that booking form or sales and purchase agreement, do not just ask the agent how much is the monthly installment. Ask them specifically, is this property under pure residential title or a commercial title? If it's commercial, ask if the developer can help to apply to convert the utility bill to domestic rate later on. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more honest Malaysian property tips, and share this with a friend who is shopping for a house right now. Let me know in the comments, will you still buy a commercial title for convenience or stick to a pure residential? See you in the next video.